Okay, I shipped this to the customer. He was completely happy with it, I believe. He did me a really good review, but in the review I noticed that he was unhappy with the length of it. So I did contact him. I want everybody to be happy with the saber they get from me. Tossed some ideas back and forth, and then finally he mentioned, you know, what if we do something about the end cap? I'm like, okay, we could probably do that. So I made another end cap. I moved the recharge port up here. He wanted something a little closer to a Graflex length. So we have this end cap now. I actually made another end cap that is the same diameter as this. That was a mistake, but he'll still get it. He'll have options. He will now have 3 options of end caps to go with. And you know, the recharge port used to be here, so it is now located right here. I machined a clip right here with removable D-ring. I did scuff up his leather a little bit, so I rewrapped that, new leather. This, it is removable, but I did a twist. I machined a little recess in here. Forward is on. Probably can't see the recess in the video, but forward is on, back is off. Remove it for the recharge port. I do have an O-ring on here, that's what will keep it in there nice. Putting it in a little bit, got to give it a little twist, but once you get it in there, it goes in real nice, works smooth. Pull all this out. So it used to have a tower right here where the recharge port was. So now I just put a grill on there so that the speaker is protected. You can push on it without having to worry about breaking your speaker. The alignment pin used to be right here underneath the leather. I dremeled that out. Now that we have CoverTech wheel here, I'm using this screw as the alignment. It's easier. You know, I would have done that before, but we had nothing back here. But having the alignment back here is way easier. You can actually see what you're doing when it's going in. You can see I got recharge port here, still have my rice port. Did some rewiring, things got a little tight, especially right here where I have my one resistor. I did put a little bit of black RTV on each end of this just to keep the resistor in there because the recharge port is kind of taking up my space I used to have for my wires. It can be dug out easily, you know, if you need to replace the resistor ever. Since we're not using this groove up here for the alignment now, you know, I cut another sheath for it. So, you know, it's a little bit easier to deal with now too, since it doesn't have to be aligned with anything. You know, you still want to start off kind of straight, then button straight up with it. But then once you get started, turn it over, you can see exactly where it needs to be lined up at. Finish pushing it in. Again, you can check this to make sure that it's in all the way. I'm machining some grooves on here too, just to make it kind of easy for your fingers to grab onto. Not all the way through though, just on that top ridge. is pretty much it. I like the changes. I like too that can still have options. I love having options. On this ring, you know, since you now have these two, you know, you might want to get rid of this. It's just threaded in. You can unscrew it out. It's in one of these holes, so it'll still look natural without it. This stand here. This started out, I guess, as a prototype of something I've been intending to make anyways. And while I was machining it, I realized that I was machining cuts that match this. Didn't even know it. So once I saw that, I just went with it and made this go with this saber. You know, felt on the bottom, protect the furniture. Felt on the top, protect your saber. All solid, one piece, aluminum. Painted, same scheme as your saber. A little something extra to throw in. Gotta pay attention to balance points when you're using a stand like this. Balance point of this is about right here with this end cap. With the other end cap, the balance point's about like this. So if you go dropping it on there in the wrong spot, you could ding up your furniture or scratch up your saber. So be aware of that, please. There we have it. I will ship this back out to the customer tomorrow, and I think he'll be pleased with the changes. Thank you.